They were unable to rise up, nor could they help themselves.
وقوم نوح من قبل إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين.
And the folk of Noah aforetime, lo, they were licentious folk.
والسماء بنيناها بأيد وإنا لموسعون.
We have built the heaven with might, and we it is who make the vast extent thereof.
والأرض فرشناها فنعم الماهدون.
And the earth have we laid out, how gracious is the spreader thereof.
ومن كل شيء خلقنا زوجين لعلكم تذكرون.
And all things we have created by pairs, that haply ye may reflect.
ففروا إلى الله إني لكم منه نذير مبين.
Therefore flee unto Allah. Lo, I am a plain warner unto you from him.
ولا تجعلوا مع الله إلها آخر إني لكم منه نذير مبين.
And set not any other God along with Allah. Lo, I am a plain warner unto you from him.
كذلك ما أتى الذين من قبلهم من رسول إلا قالوا ساحر أو مجنون.
Even so there came no messenger unto those before them, but they said, a wizard or a madman.
أتواصوا به بل هم قوم طاغون.
Have they handed down the saying as an heirloom one unto another? Nay, but they are froward folk.
فتول عنهم فما أنت بملوم.
So withdraw from them, O Muhammad, for thou art in no wise blameworthy.
وذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين.
And warn, for warning profiteth believers.
وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون.
I created the jinn and humankind only that they might worship me.
ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون.
I seek no livelihood from them, nor do I ask that they should feed me.
إن الله هو الرزاق ذو القوة المتين.
Lo, Allah, He it is who giveth livelihood, the Lord of unbreakable might.
فإن للذين ظلموا ذنوبا مثل ذنوب أصحابهم فلا يستعجلون.
And lo, for those who now do wrong, there's an evil day like unto the evil day which came before their likes of old. So let them not ask me to hasten on that day.
فويل للذين كفروا من يومهم الذي يوعدون.
And woe unto those who disbelieve from that their day which they are promised.
Welcome back. You are locked on to the Suhoor Hour on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Safraskani. As always, it's an absolute honor and a personal pleasure to be in your company once again as we continue on this beautiful journey that is the holy month of Ramadan. Of course, you can send me a message via the WhatsApp number 2994103. Alternatively, you can send me a message across all social feeds as well. If you are desirous of viewing the program live, you can head across to my personal Facebook account at Safraz, SAFFRAZGHANY, or my personal YouTube channel at Imam Safrazgani. You can view a live stream of today's program, and of course a recording of all of the other programs that took place so far during the course of the holy month of Ramadan. Well, at this point in the program, we now get into our lecture segment. And this morning we are talking about being ambitious during the holy month of Ramadan. If you're not ambitious, quite frankly, it would be very difficult for you to achieve anything as you go through the course of the holy month of Ramadan. So being ambitious really and truly is part of the holy month of Ramadan. It is part of the setup of the holy month of Ramadan. And when we think about our lives, nothing truly great happens in this world without an ambitious person behind it. It is the ambition that drives a person to accomplish great things. Without it, nothing great would ever get done. And we are working on a very important project at this point. We are working on the project of the month of Ramadan. And in order for you to get that done, in order for you to be able to achieve great things within the scope of that particular project, you must have the drive of ambition behind you. And ambition can be defined as an eager or a strong desire to accomplish something great. And that is the mentality you must have with the month of Ramadan. We have now entered the second phase of the holy month of Ramadan. Phase 1, done and dusted. We have now moved past the phase 2. And if you haven't had ambition before, now is the time to buckle down. Now is the time to get the engine of ambition behind you, pushing you forward. Anyone that has ever created anything that has ever given this world any value or simply aspired to greater heights had to have a certain level of ambition, a certain ambitious quality within their personality. I mean, we all like to think of ourselves as being ambitious, but the big question is, do you really have it in you to be ambitious? Ambitious people will have the willpower and the determination to get what they need to get done. They know what they want. They know what they want to achieve. They have their clear goals marked out in front of them. And then they go right ahead and work very, very hard to accomplish them. They embrace the challenges. And of course, they enjoy the journey along the way. They know that the challenges are necessary for them to move forward. They know that the challenges are necessary for them to grow and to learn. And they appreciate the challenges that come their way. They know where they are going, and they know exactly what they need to do to get there. And quite frankly, they are capable of changing, they are capable of adapting and measuring up to their dreams and their goals. And they are always searching for opportunities for betterment. And that right there, I think, is the essence of the month of Ramadan. You have to be adaptable. You have to have your clear goals set out in front of you. You have to go after them. You have to put in the extra mile, so to say, because that is the only way you will be able to accomplish. Ambitious people, they have that determination about them as they approach their goals. And prior to the month of Ramadan, you would have certain goals. Within the first phase of the holy month of Ramadan, we would have had certain goals. Now that the first phase is behind us and we have now entered into the second phase, again, we would have certain goals within the scope of our minds that we would definitely love to achieve. But what gets you to your goal? That is something you need to understand and remember. What gets you to the goal that you had chalked out in your mind? And the answer is determination and ambition. That is a drive that will push you forward. And ambitious individuals, they vibrate at a higher level. And they have a certain level of contagious enthusiasm about them that feeds off, that other people can also feed off us as well. They inspire and they motivate themselves and they motivate others. When ambition fuels your desire to succeed, you are literally unstoppable. And ambition is a major factor for personal growth and development. No one can succeed without a healthy dose of ambition. And those who aspire to become better, they have a purpose and a powerful internal drive that leads them to their goals and beyond. Many people want something more for themselves. They have dreams and ambitions, yet few of these individuals ever get what they intended. Sometimes being ambitious is not enough. Far more important than ambition is the commitment to your achievement, to your goals. So what is that? You have the ambition, that's fine. But if you're not willing to put in the extra mile, if you're not willing to be committed, then that level of ambition would not take you forward. When you are committed to something, you will do what is absolutely required for attaining that particular thing. You will stop wandering and you will start building. You will stop being distracted and you will start growing. You will start learning. You will start connecting. You will start linking with the Almighty. you will then eventually have actual accomplishments to show for it. Actual accomplishments that will indeed reflect your inner goals and your values. And you know what? Your external environment as well will reflect your deepest internal views and aims. And only those who are truly committed will become a new and a different person come the end of the month of Ramadan. And you can mark my words down. Only those who are committed, along with the ambition, if they are committed, only these individuals will become a new and a different person come the end of the month of Ramadan. If you are not willing to change, then you aren't committed to anything beyond what you currently have or beyond what you currently are. So that willingness has to be there. That I am willing to have the ambition, I am willing to be committed, and above all, I'm willing to change that which is within me. If you don't believe you can change, then you can't commit to anything beyond what life would randomly throw at you from time to time. However, on the other hand, when you are committed, when you have that internal drive to push on through, to get what you have chalked out for yourself, you stop looking for excuses. You stop trying to fool yourself that you have achieved something. And during the course of the month of Ramadan, many of us fall into that trap, that we fool ourselves that I have achieved something. I have started to recite a little bit of the Quran. We become comfortable and we feel that we have achieved. In the month of Ramadan, we fasted a few days here and there. We tell ourselves, well, you know what, you have already achieved. You don't need to push forward. But that is a trap. So stop trying to fool yourself that you have achieved something. When you've got that drive within you, you create an environment that facilitates your commitment, because you know that as a person, you take on the form of your environment. So it is important that you build that environment, that surrounding around you that will match the goals that you have chalked for yourself. If you want to start reciting Quran, then you have to build that environment around you. Start learning about the Quran, start listening to the Quran, start speaking about the Quran. Build that environment around you that will support the dreams and the goals that you had earmarked for yourself at the beginning of the month of Ramadan. And if you are not committed, you will remain indecisive. If you are not committed, everything that goes by in front of you, everything that goes past in front of you will be a source of distraction for you, because you are not fully committed. And when you're not fully committed, you then tend to leave things to chance. When you're not committed, you live in a continual state of self-hatred and internal conflict. The mind is saying one thing, the heart is saying another. And then on top of that, the body is doing something else. So you have the heart and the mind and the body all pulling in three different directions. And that level of internal conflict tears a person apart. And over, you watch yourself consciously behave in ways that oppose your highest ambition. Remember that commitment to your ambitions is the glue that bonds you to your goals. So in life, you always have two choices: your commitment versus your fear. And most people fail not because of a lack of desire, but because of a lack of commitment. And there is a difference between interest and commitment. When you are interested in something, when you are interested in doing something, you do it only when it is convenient. It is an interest to you, so when it is convenient, you do it. When you are committed to something, however, you accept no excuses, only results. So keep away from those who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people will always tend to do that. But the really great people make you believe that you can also become great. They are willing to hold your hand and elevate you to greatness. So don't fight the journey. If you have people within the scope of your life who is there to assist you to get to higher ground, it is important that you work with these individuals. Because as we go through the journey of your life, one thing is for certain. Life comes at you hard and fast, just like the month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan is like a carbon copy of our lives. Just the other day, we were talking about the beginning of the month of Ramadan. Now we have completed phase one and we have entered into phase two. 1/3 of the month already done and dusted. So the month is literally coming at us very hard and fast. And when you think about the scope of your life, it seems like just yesterday you were, enjoying your youthful days and running through the schoolyard with your friends without a care in the world, and so on and so forth. And before you know it, you have hit adulthood. And before you know it, you also have joined the rat race in searching for so-called success in this life. And then you look back and you wonder, well, where on earth has all the years gone? Just the other day, I was a carefree youth. And look at me today. Now I'm literally heading down the other side of the mountain. So as you continue on with the journey of your life, continue to be ambitious and continue to be committed to those ambitions. Abandon anything about your life, anything about your habits that might be holding you back, and learn to create your own opportunities. Remember that you will never change your life until you change something that you do daily. The secret to your success is found in your daily routine. So don't wait for the ideal moment. Start where you are. Use what you have at this current moment in time and do what you can. And Almighty Allah will ease the way forward for you. May Allah continue to bless us. May this month of Ramadan be a source of happiness, a source of guidance, a source of upliftment. And may it be a source of such inner light that will drive us towards higher ground and greater goodness in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter. The time now in Trinidad and Tobago is 4:54 a.m. It is now time for the start of fast on day 11 of the holy month of Ramadan. The start of fast this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Parts World Limited and Extra Foods Supermarket. And once again, now that we are about to kickstart day 11, now that we are about to kickstart the second Friday in the month of Ramadan, now that we are about to kickstart phase 2, wherein it attracts forgiveness from the Almighty, we start our fast this morning with the very special prayer, the very special dua, the very special niyat, the intention to start our fast. And that intention is nawaitu sawma ghadin عن أداء فرض رمضان هذه السنة لله تعالى. That I intend to fast this day in performance of my compulsory duty in the holy month of Ramadan this year for the sake of Almighty Allah. And of course, we pray most earnestly that Almighty Allah accepts all of our efforts. May Almighty Allah overlook all of our shortcomings, for indeed we are weak. May Almighty Allah continue to guide us this day to all that is good. May Almighty Allah invest in us the health, the strength, the ability, the capabilities to continue to do good, to continue to achieve the goals we have earmarked for ourselves. May Almighty Allah make it easy for us to be ambitious. May He make it easy for us to be committed. And may Almighty Allah bless us in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter. May this Ramadan be a source of light, a source of guidance, a source of elevation, and above all, a source of salvation for us in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter. May your fasting be easy upon you this day. May all go smoothly, and may you be protected from all trials, from all tribulations, and from all turbulences. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah the Almighty, accept our fasting this day. And may Allah continue to give us the opportunities to fulfill all of the remaining duties during the course of the holy month of Ramadan.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. 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 أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي حي على حي
Well, my dear respected listeners and viewers, that brings us to the end of another segment of the Suhoor Hour. That is how we drop curtains on that particular hour. May Allah continue to bless us during the course of the month of Ramadan, and may Allah open all of the doors of mercy, forgiveness, and blessings upon us. By all means, do stick around. Coming up in the next hour is our regularly scheduled weekly program, Soul Inspirations. So definitely do stick around for that. We've got lots to share with you in that particular hour as well. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Thank you so much for all those who joined me on the Suhoor Hour. I look forward to seeing you also on on Soul Inspirations as we continue on with the beautiful journey that is the holy month of Ramadan. Three. 103.1 FM. First, finest, forever.
يا من هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار القهار الوهاب الرزاق الفتاح العليم القابض الباسط الخافض الرافع المعز المذل السميع البصير Everything I have, everything I own, everything I need is thanks to you. Every breath I take, every bird I hear, every smile I see is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks to Allah. Every drop of rain is a mercy from above. Feeding all the earth is thanks to you. Every ray of sun, the light of the moon, the wind when it blows is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks to Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks to Allah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most magnificent, the ever merciful. We glorify Him, we praise Him, and of course we elevate His name as He ought to be elevated. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I extend to you the eternal and the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. A most pleasant good morning going out to you on this beautiful Friday morning. If you were with us in the past hour, welcome once again. If you are now joining us for the first time this morning, welcome to you as well. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safras Ghani, here in your company on this auspicious and holy day of Friday, the second Friday in the month of Ramadan for the year 2024. And we thank Almighty Allah for all of the opportunities to continue to do good, and all of the opportunities that are there in front of us left as we continue to move forward with the holy month of Ramadan. Today's Islamic date is the 11th day in the holy month of Ramadan. The month of Ramadan, of course, is the ninth month on the Islamic calendar in the year 1444. Today also coincides with the fourth Friday in March in the year 2024. And as we are now getting ready to commence the holy day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago, allow me now to take the opportunity, of course, to welcome you live on air on the internet, live across our social feeds as well, for this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations. Your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. By all means, do stick around. We've got lots to share with you as we get through this particular hour together.
Welcome, oh Ramadan. You are honored, oh month of the Quran. It is Ramadan. Oh, one who sleeps, stand up and declare the oneness of Allah, the oneness of Allah. Oh, one who fasts, stand up in prayer at night, and Allah will forgive. Allah will forgive. Welcome, oh Ramadan. You are honored, oh month of the Quran. It is Ramadan. Oh, you who believe, give charity for the pleasure of Allah, the pleasure of Allah. Oh, you who believe, read the Quran every night of Ramadan, night of Ramadan. Welcome, oh Ramadan. You are honored, O month of the Quran. It is Ramadan. Oh, you who believe, look out for the night, most blessed of all nights, most blessed of all nights. Oh, you who believe, take hold of this night and lament to Allah, lament to Allah. Welcome, oh Ramadan. You are honored, O month of the Quran. It is Ramadan. Oh, you who believe, at the end of Ramadan, don't weaken your iman, don't weaken your iman. Oh, you who believe, give thanks to Allah for the month of Ramadan, the month of Ramadan. Welcome, oh Ramadan. You are honored, O month of the Quran. It is Ramadan. It is Ramadan.
Indeed, it is Ramadan, the month of blessing, the month of the Quran, the month of trying your best to inspire your soul to continue to do good and to continue to search for that inner light that will continue to guide us towards all that is good in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter. You are tuned into Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani. And as always, I must say it's an absolute honor and a personal pleasure once again to be in your company for this weekly program, Soul Inspirations. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you and yours. Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Contact number 645-8326-663 93944. Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors, located at number 47 Caroni, Savannah Road out there in Jardivan. Phone numbers 471-3850, 382-5418. Nicer Brand Products Limited at number 23 Brocard Road out there in Canupia. Contact number 665-3078, 665-3079. And F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, located at number 280 Russia Douglas Road out there in Barrackport. And of course, you can contact them on 2778,000. Also, just as a reminder, you can send me a message via the WhatsApp number 299413. Alternatively, you can view a live stream of today's program across on my personal Facebook account, and of course on my personal YouTube channel as well. Via the social feeds, you can shoot me a message. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. On the program this morning, as we always tend to do, we've got a very interesting segment lined up for you. Of course, we start off by sharing with you a few beautiful Islamic selections, and of course, we work our way down to our inspirational segment. Our lecture segment is coming up as well. So, of course, we've got lots to share with you as we get through this particular hour together. So, by all means, do stick around. This is Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safrazgan.
Madina, 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 Madina. ایک بار دکھا دو آقا مجھے مدینہ، بے شک بنا لو آقا مہمان، دو کھڑی کا اگر مل گئی مجھ کو راہ مدینہ، محمد کا نقش قدم چوم لوں گا، عقیدت سے کعبے میں سر کو جھکا کر نگاہوں سے پاپے حرم چوم لوں گا، اگر مل گئی مجھ کو راہ مدینہ، محمد کا نقش قدم چوم لوں گا، جو طے کر کے آئیں گے راہ مدینہ، ملا لوں گا میں ان کے سینے سے سینہ، جو طے کر کے آئیں گے راہ مدینہ، ملا لوں گا میں ان کے سینے سے سینہ، جن آنکھوں نے دیکھا ہے طیبہ کا منظر، وہ آنکھیں خدا کی قسم چوم لوں گا، جن آنکھوں نے دیکھا ہے طیبہ کا منظر، وہ آنکھیں خدا کی قسم چوم لوں گا، اگر مل گئی مجھ کو راہ مدینہ، محمد کا نقش قدم چوم لوں گا، میری زندگی صرف عشق نبی ہو، جو غم مجھ کو اس میں ملے وہ خوشی ہو، میری زندگی صرف عشق نبی ہو، جو غم مجھ کو اس میں ملے وہ خوشی ہو، اسی غم کی راہوں میں آنکھیں بچھا کر میں پلکوں سے خاک حرم چوم لوں گا، اسی غم کی راہوں میں آنکھیں بچھا کر میں پلکوں سے خاک حرم چوم لوں گا، اگر مل گئی مجھ کو راہ مدینہ، محمد کا نقش قدم چوم لوں گا، میرے دل کو ہے بس नबी से अकीदत किसी दिन तो जागेगी मेरी भी किस्मत मेरे दिल को है बस नबी से अकीदत किसी दिन तो जागेगी मेरी भी किस्मत जो आएंगे करके सफरे मदीना मैं खुश होके उनके कदम चूम लूंगा जो आएंगे करके सफरे मदीना मैं खुश होके उनके कदम चूम लूंगा अगर मिल गई मुझको राह मदीना मोहम्मद का नाशे कदम चूम लूंगा अकीदत से काबे में सर को झुका कर निगाहों से पावे हरम चूम लूंगा अगर मिल गए मुझको राह मदीना मोहम्मद का नाशे कदम चूम लूंगा
I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited, number 23 Bokard Road out there in Canupia, phone number 665-3078, 665-3079, F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, located at number 280 Roshad Douglas Road out there in Barrowpore, contact number 277-8000, Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors, located at number 47 Caroni Savannah Road out there in Charleville, phone numbers 471-3850, 382-5418, and the Original Barbecue Hut Limited, located at number 85 to 89 Superior Road, Victoria Village out there in San Fernando. And of course, you can contact them on 657-9429. Well, with that being said, our inspirational segment is up next. By all means, do stick around. This is Soul Inspirations. And I'm yours truly, Imam Safriskan.
Yes,
So this morning, I want to share with you the story of a famous scientist who had made several important discoveries in the medical field. He was being interviewed by a newspaper reporter who asked him what really had set him so far apart from the other scientists. He answered that according to him, it all came from an experience that he had with his mother that would have occurred when he was around about 4 years old. He said the incident that took place was this. He had been trying to remove a bottle of milk from the refrigerator when he lost his grip on the bottle and the bottle fell, shattering the bottle, spilling all the contents over the floor and creating a huge pool of milk on the ground. When his mother came into the kitchen, instead of yelling at him, instead of giving him a lecture or punishing him, she said, "Wow, how nice. I don't think I have ever seen such a huge, beautiful puddle of milk before. How would you like to get down and play in the milk for a few minutes before we clean it up?" So the little boy became all excited by the idea, and of course he agreed. After a few minutes, his mother said to him most lovingly, "Son, whenever you make a mess like this, eventually you will have to clean it up and you will have to restore everything to its proper order. So how would you like to do that now? We can use a sponge, we can use a towel, we can use a mop. Whichever you prefer, we can definitely use that." So he chose a sponge, and together they cleaned the milk up off the floor. The mother then said to him, "You know, I think what we have here is a failed experiment at how to effectively carry a big bottle of milk with two tiny hands. Let's go out in the back and fill a similar bottle with water and see if you can discover a way to carry it without dropping it." After a few tries, the little boy learned that if he grasped the bottle, one on top and then one below with the other hand, he can carry it without dropping it. At that point, the world-renowned scientist remarked that it was at that moment that he realized that there are two very, very important lessons in life. Lesson number one, he realized that he did not need to be afraid to make mistakes. And lesson number two, he learned that mistakes were just opportunities to learn something new. Even if what you are doing doesn't work out, you usually learn something valuable along the way. The basic principle: make mistakes and learn from them, but be sure to learn from your mistakes and be sure to never ever repeat that mistake ever again. Making mistakes are all part and parcel of life. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes from time to time. And making a mistake is not what defines you. How you respond after making that mistake is what defines you as an individual. But today it's the other way around. Today a person is judged based on the one mistake he may make. That person is judged, he's demonized, he's boycotted, and so on and so forth, simply because he made one mistake. And all of the good things that he was able to do before that is entirely ignored. Don't let anyone make you feel that you cannot move past your mistakes in life. Some people, they want to demonize you. They want to keep reminding you that because of that one mistake you made, you are such a horrible person upon the face of the earth. Protect yourself from such individuals. Everyone, and I say to you, everyone makes mistakes from time to time. The important thing is that you learn from your mistakes. And the second important thing is that you use that as an opportunity to grow. Understanding and acknowledging your mistakes, analyze your mistake, know where you went wrong, and understand what you need to do to never make that mistake again. Number two, it is important that you accept your past mistakes. Some mistakes can be devastating and are not to be minimized, but there is no delete button in life. There is no delete button for past mistakes or past actions. And while it may be very difficult, try to find some element of good that has come from the situation. There is a saying that there are no mistakes in life. They are only happy accidents. You have no choice but to accept what has happened and to think of the current options you do have in front of you. And while you may not be able to get over the consequences of your prior decisions, you can definitely let go of obsessing over them. Don't feel bad about making mistakes. Don't allow your mistakes to eat you up to the point that you can't progress in your life in a positive way. That is a very valuable lesson for us in the month of Ramadan. We aspire to a very high caliber of spirituality, but sometimes we err. Sometimes we tend to fall short, so to say. Sometimes we make mistakes. Don't allow those mistakes to pull you right down to ground zero. Learn from them. Make changes in your behavior to avoid similar faulty situations and decisions that brought you guilt in the first place. Do not lose the lesson from the supposed loss. Consider what you could do differently today and start moving in that direction. How can you be a better parent? How can you be a better spouse? How can you be a better friend? How can you be a better brother, a better sister? Stop beating up yourself emotionally because yesterday's decision was all in the past and you have your whole future ahead of you. So it is important that you remember to grow past the pain of the mistakes. Grow past the so-called shame. Be positive, be proactive, be involved in things that will bring you happiness, not guilt. And this is a lesson for today and for the future as well. Learning from your mistakes and the mistakes of others is a gift. And if you can at least inculcate that in the scope of your life. That is the key for your own personal growth. Once you can learn from your mistakes, accept that we all happen to make mistakes from time to time, but do not allow a mistake to go by without learning something from it. Something. And you have to choose what you want to learn. You have to analyze the mistake that you made, analyze it from top to bottom, from left to right, and literally find things that you can learn so that the next time around you are more aware. You have gained that so-called experience. So when faced with that decision, or when faced with that problem again in the future, you know exactly which decision to make. You know exactly which direction to head in. Like the saying goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Shame on you for taking advantage of me, and shame on me for falling for the same trick twice. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentions in one of his traditions, لا يلدغ المؤمن في جحر واحد مرتين. That a believer, the intelligent person, is that person who does not fall in the same hole twice. He has learned from his mistakes. Where he fell, he was able to know that, you know what, I cannot possibly fall into that same trap, into that same hole another time in my life. I can't afford it. So rather than falling into that same trap, I know exactly where I'm going to fall, so I will maneuver myself around it. That is what the month of Ramadan should teach us. So as we go through the journey of the beautiful month of Ramadan, may Allah continue to bless us. May Allah continue to make it easy upon us, for us to grow, and for us to become better individuals upon the face of the earth. Always remember that he who refuses correction is his own worst enemy. So let us correct ourselves, and let's bring ourselves closer to the Almighty as we continue on with the journey of the holy month of Ramadan.
محمد نبينا بنور هدينا من مكة حبيبي نور سطاع المدينة من صلى صلاته وتحلت صفاته يا بخت الأفتر ماشي يشفع له في مماته محمد نبينا بنور هدينا من مكة حبيبي نور سطاع المدينة من صلى صلاته وتحلت صفاته يا بخت الأفتر ماشي يشفع له في مماته يا إمامنا يا أمين يا سند للمسلمين يا حبيبي يا محمد يا ابن عبد الله تمت الرسالة تمام والحبيب مسك الختام طول حياتي طول صلاتي بدعي صلي وراه محمد نبينا بنور هدينا من مكة حبيبي نور سطاع المدينة من صلى صلاته وتحلت صفاته يا بخت الأفتر ماشي يشفع له في مماته أول يوم في عمري سمعت أبويا وأمي بيصلوا عليه اللهم صل عليه حببني في الإيمان حسسني بالأمان وتعلقت بيه اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه نفسي أشوفك في المنام يا رسول الله وابكي على كتفك ونام يا حبيب الله وانا شرف لقى صحبتك وخطي في صفوف أمتك واتحامى فيك محمد نبينا نور هدينا من مكة حبيبي نور صفاء المدينة يا حبيبي يا طه المكان متاع خيبت الدنيا في عينينا بالليل وضحاها من صلى صلاته يتحلى بصفاته يا بخت اللي وماشي يشفع له في مماته
ولن ترى عينك في الدنيا مثل سماء وتجري من تحتها أنهار عدن ترى وعطرها مسك يريح هواها سلام فلن يأتي حلمك قوما بما قد رأى مع الحبيب أن أراه في أبوابها وأمتي أن أراها في دار السلام فيا إله I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. I raise my hands in the air. I'll make a prayer. I'll make a prayer. I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah. Just to see him standing with the Salihin welcoming them. And then emotions tell me to come forward and drink from his hands. But I'll be motionless just staring at this most beautiful man. Most beautiful man who saved me from hellfire, pleading to Allah, Ya Ummati, Ya Ummati. So blessed slave, enter Jannah for eternity. Look what Allah's mercy and blessings have brought. This is what you strive for, what you sent for. I wanna do Jannah when no eyes never seen, no ears never heard, no mind can imagine. Jannah, no more tests, no more tears, no more trials. A paradise just to hold my daughter in my arms. A paradise just where the keys into the children's eyes. A paradise, gardens beneath where rivers will flow. Paradise, when nothing will hurt anymore, won't hurt anymore. Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak. It is Friday, it's the best day. Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Mubarak. Waking up in the morning, got the special Friday feeling. Getting ready, hear my best clothes now. My juba looking crisp, going all out. Jumping my ride to the masjid. Here in the hood, but it's a blessing. Now we're standing in the sun and we're praying. Then I greet our kids with assalamu alaikum. Friday is here and it is the best of days. When we go to the masjid and we all pray. There are blessings on this special day. Thank you, Allah. Thank you for this day. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. It is Friday. This is the best day. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma Mubarak. Jumma Mubarak. Friday Sundays on lockdown, looking fresh with my miswas. We did see the talk up on a Friday. That's how the someone on the prophet is me upon it. Friday is here and it is the best of days. When we go to the masjid and we all pray. There are blessings on this special day. Thank you, Allah. Thank you for this day. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. It is Friday. This is the best day. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma Mubarak. Jumma Mubarak. We all get this special day to change our ways, to cleanse our hearts, a brand new start. Oh, and don't forget that hour of Saturday is the job where prayers are accepted from Allah. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. It is Friday, this is the best day. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma, Jumma Mubarak. Jumma Mubarak. Jumma Mubarak.
A very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia. The Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street out there in Chaguanas, contact number 671-7777. And Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlements out there in Caroni, contact number 662-1233-678-0857. Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment on this beautiful Friday morning, the second Jum'ah, the second Friday in the holy month of Ramadan. May Allah continue to bless us all. Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. Ramadan Mubarak going out to you and yours as well. And may this month of Ramadan be a source of happiness, prosperity, and guidance for us all. At this point in the program, we now get into a short lecture segment. And this morning, I want to talk about the importance of staying away from that which does not concern you. And with that being said, I want to start off by sharing with you this wonderful story that I came across just recently. The name of the story is The Sacrificial Lamb. And this story drives the point that it is absolutely important sometimes in life to stay away from those things which really and truly do not concern you. It's a beautiful story. There was once a horse and a lamb who were best of friends. They lived together on a farm, and one day the horse became very ill to the point that it could not even stand. So immediately the farmer began to panic, as the horse was his most prized possession. He raised many animals on the farm, but his pride and joy was his horse. Straight away, without hesitation, he called the vet to come and have a look at his sick horse. The vet came, took a look at the horse, and after a long examination, he said to the farmer, "Listen here, I don't like the way that it looks, and to be absolutely honest, we still have a little hope. Let's give him some of these pills for a couple of days, and let's see if he will become better. But I am afraid to tell you that if these pills are not working, we will need to put him down." The lamb heard the conversation between the farmer and the vet, and since the horse was his best friend, immediately he ran at top speed and told the horse, listen, my friend, you need to stand up. It's not looking good. If you don't stand up, they are definitely going to put you down. But the horse didn't move a bit and didn't pay any attention to the lamb. On the second day, the same thing happened again. The vet came around, had a look. The situation remained the same. The vet told the farmer, listen, no change in the situation. Let's wait a couple more days, and if there is no change, then we will definitely have to put the horse down. Again, the lamb overheard the conversation, and again he ran over to his friend and he said, listen, you need to stand up. You have to stand up. I am afraid that if you don't stand up by tomorrow, something really bad is going to happen. Again, the horse didn't move a bit and didn't pay any attention to the lamb. On the third day, the vet came around for the final examination. Again, he noticed that there was no change, no improvement in the situation of the horse. So he told the farmer, listen, now we have no choice. We definitely have to put the horse down today because he's suffering for too long. On hearing this, the lamb once again ran as fast as he could. And he shouted to the horse, my friend, please stand up. This is your last chance. The farmer and the vet, they are literally on their way to put you down today. After today, there will be no other day. Hearing this, the horse jumped up right away and started running around the farm. And he even jumped over a few obstacles. The farmer got so excited seeing the horse running up again, because at the end of the day, the horse was his pride and joy. And because he was so happy, the farmer said to the vet, my dear friend, thank you so much for all of your help. You are a most wonderful vet and a great friend. And there is no question about it. We definitely need to celebrate. But how shall we celebrate? So he thought for a while, and then he said, you know what? I think I will slaughter the lamb and I will prepare a huge feast. And then we will invite the entire village and we will all celebrate the fact that the horse is once again healthy and well. The moral, sometimes in life, for your own peace of mind, for your own well-being and self-preservation, it is better to mind your own business. Unfortunately, in today's era, we are living in an upside-down world. Really and truly, we are living in an upside-down world. The one who is right is considered to be wrong. And the one who is wrong is considered to be right. The one who is upright in his dealings and his mannerisms, he is considered to be the evil one. And the one who is evil and vindictive in his intentions, unfortunately, he is considered to be the upright one. We are really and truly living in the most upside down world, and we see it every single day. Every single day we see it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentions that part of the perfection of a person's religion or of a person's Islam is the fact that he can leave alone that which does not concern him. And as we go through the month of Ramadan, it is important that we remember this particular message. Don't become focused on what may not necessarily concern you. Your focus should be on yourself, your worship, your personal growth, the development of your characteristics. That is where your focus should be. Do not allow your focus to be pulled by things that really and truly does not really directly impact or concern you. The tradition of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, states that a person should avoid things that are of no concern to him. They are of no benefits to him in this life nor the hereafter. We should be aware not to waste our time and our effort in matters that are no concern to us. And most often, we find that we become distracted by those things which really and truly we have no control over. So why is it important? Why is it important to focus on your own well-being sometimes? Because really and truly, anyone who is capable of minding his own business, so to say, undoubtedly is highly regarded. That person is able to show a certain level of maturity. He is able to understand his personal boundaries, when to talk, when not to talk, when what is necessarily worth talking about. All of these things we need to take into consideration. It also helps you to become more productive when you're able to stay within your own box or within your own boundaries, so to say. Minding your own business helps you to become very efficient in life by being successful in almost every aspect of your life. And definitely, you will have no time for drama. You'll be able to focus on that which is valuable. And since time is the most valuable asset in your possession, whether in the month of Ramadan or outside of the month of Ramadan, the concept of time remains the same. You will definitely be able to utilize the little moments that you have been given while you are alive in this world to make good of yourself and to make good use of the energies that Almighty Allah has afforded to you. The time people would use to gossip and to interfere in other people's business will be the time for you to focus on your own life and on your own growth. Many people focus on gossiping and paying attention to the other individual without realizing that they are not paying any attention to their own growth. So utilizing the time given to you by the Almighty is a very, very great investment that you will have to make in order for you to be able to achieve and accomplish in this life. And above all, when you mind your own business, peace and happiness will be handed to you. When you mind your own business, you are always at peace with yourself. Since you don't call for drama and drama don't call for you, you're always at peace to plan for your life, to work on yourself, to achieve your goals and accomplish what is good, what matters to you most in your life. And I can tell you, there is absolutely nothing. There is nothing in this world that is sweeter than having peace of mind. You can have everything of this world, all of the wealth and the riches of this world, but if peace of mind is taken away from you, you will have hell on earth. On the flip side of things, you may not necessarily have the so-called luxuries and comforts of this world, but if you at least have peace of mind, you have heaven upon the face of the earth. And having that peace of mind helps you to explore and to discover new ideas and betterments for yourself. When you're able to focus on your own life activities, this in itself would ward off enemies from approaching you. Because at the end of the day, the people will begin to realize that you are not concerned about them, you are more concerned about your own self. As we go through the course of the month of Ramadan, may Allah continue to bless us. May Allah make it easy upon us. May Almighty Allah enable us to remain focused. Focus is the key in the month of Ramadan. That is the key to unlocking all of the goals and aspirations we have for ourselves. We can have a mountain of aspirations, but if we are not focused on the right things at the right times, then that becomes very detrimental to our growth. May Almighty Allah continue to bless us in the month of Ramadan. May this month of Ramadan be a source of happiness, a source of blessing, a source of goodness for us as we continue on with the journey of this beautiful month of Ramadan. And may Almighty Allah continue to bless us with the health and strength that we're able to use every moment, we're able to focus upon every moment to become better individuals come the end of the holy month of Ramadan.
Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple, and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. I see the red of my mother's love, the true blue of my father's hugs. I see the orange of my siblings' smile. I see the pink and the white of the love of my life, and the deep, deep green that all children bring are the coolness of my eyes. For Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple, and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. Whenever I am down, I look up to the sky and I see the signs from Allah Most High. Most of all, I see light, endless light upon light. Mercy from Allah, who is yours and mine. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Rabb al-Alameen. Bismillah, and again I begin. Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple, and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. I see the yellow like a sunflower smile of an orphan girl who says Alhamdulillah, or a mother who lost her child. Sees him waiting on a throne of gold so high, or a father who holds his stride, working hard every day and is firm in his faith, burning bright like a beautiful crimson flame. Says Allah, keep my family safe. For Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple, and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again. Whenever I am down, I look up to the sky and I see the signs from Allah Most High. Most of all, I see light, endless light upon light. Mercy from Allah, who is yours and mine. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Rabb al-Alameen. Bismillah, and again I begin.
Of course there are times, both yours and mine, when the tears in our eyes sting and blur out the light. But these moments bring the highs of the strength I have inside, to always see my cotton candy sky.
For Allah has given me a cotton candy sky, a little bit of blue, pink, purple, and white. I sometimes see the gray and I sometimes feel the rain, but I'll see the colors of the cotton candy sky again.
As we're coming to the end of the program for this morning, I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning has been brought to you through the kind courtesies of the Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street out there in Shagonas. Contact number 671-7777. Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlement out there in Karani. Contact number 662-1233, 678-0857. Adams Project Management and Construction Limited located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Contact number 645-8326, 663-9144. The Original Barbecue Hut Limited located at number 85 to 89 Sipera Road, Victoria Village out there in San Fernando. Contact number 657-9429. And Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to all of our listeners and viewers who joined us on the program this morning, to everyone who joined us on the Suhoor Hour, and to all those who joined us on Soul Inspirations this morning. Special salam and greetings of peace going out to you and yours. Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Thank you so much for all of the message I received via the social feeds, via the WhatsApp. I'm always very humbled and overwhelmed by all of the beautiful words and inspirations and encouragements and beautiful messages. Thank you so much. May Allah continue to bless you and yours. Of course, it was an absolute pleasure to be in your company over the past hour or so. By all means, do catch me next week, Friday from 5 a.m. as we bring to you another episode of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. Catch me later on this evening from 6 p.m. as we bring to you Iftar with the Imam, and tomorrow morning from 4 a.m. as we bring to you the Suhoor Hour. Well, until this evening, please do have an extremely blessed day. Stay safe and stay in the mercy of Almighty Allah. Much love, and may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Up next is News at 6, followed by Prabhat. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and motivational programming throughout the course of today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلی اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ حسبی ربی جل ما فی قلبی غیر اللہ نور محمد صلی اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ وہ جب بلال حبشی ہے سروردی کا پیارا ہے وہ جب بلال حبشی ہے سروردی کا پیارا ہے دنیا کے ہر عاشق کی آنکھوں کا وہ تارا ہے وہ جب